All right, guys, I just got done running. I exercised for an hour and a half, and then I went and ran 3 miles. It's 38 degrees outside. All right, well, fuck it. Put a hoodie on, put some gloves on, put a mask on, whatever you gotta do. But the point is, do what you have to do. Get it done. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses, make results. You know? So, mental exercise. One thing I like to do is listen to motivational videos, and it talks about other people's struggles and successes. And it reminds me of my struggles and my successes. And I think to myself, you know, I hear their struggles and it makes me sad, angry, whatever emotion. And I just think, I use that as a reminder, you know, that I have to keep working. Because when you stop growing, you start dying. And I just thought about their successes. And then I started getting that mentality. I started thinking that whole thing to myself, that how dare you mentality. How dare you be stronger than me? How dare you be smarter than me? How dare you be richer than me? You know I'm not the strongest, the smartest, or the richest man in the world, but I'm not the weakest, the poorest, or the dumbest either. And I'll keep working until I am. You know, there's gonna be days that you have your ups and downs and stuff, but one thing you can do to kind of make you strong is while you're exercising, you know, is to think about mental struggles or financial struggles, and that'll prepare you for when those bad times are going to happen, because they will happen. Like, no one's ever going to, like, you know, go through life with no mental issues. Like, you know, everyone's gonna be angry, everyone's gonna be sad, everyone's gonna be depressed, everyone's gonna lose loved ones, everyone's gonna, you know, at times not have, you know, the money they need, or maybe they might just be real poor or bankrupt, or who knows. But think about those things before they happen, so that way you're ready when they do happen. It's like, you know, you lift weights so you're strong, so you can do the things you need to do later. You're struggling now, so you're strong and you're ready later. It's the same with the mental things. You know, you got to think about, like, well, what happens if a parent or a spouse or a kid or a friend or, you know, whoever dies? You know, you got to think about that shit and be like, well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Well, then you start going through the whole steps of, like, you know, actually thinking it. Just be like, don't just be like, well, fuck, that sucks. You know, just push that off for another day for when it does happen. Don't push it off for, you know, hopes and dreams and when and ifs and bullshit. You gotta think to yourself, well, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know, like, well, first thing, I'm probably gonna fucking bawl my eyes out. I'm probably gonna be sad as fuck. But then I'm gonna have to come to a realization that I have to keep working. I have to do this because there's other people depending on me. You know, I've got wife or kids or parents or family or employees or whoever that are counting on me. You know, and I think that's how anyone gets over really, really hardships is, you know, when you start thinking, oh, this bad thing happened to me, this sucks, boo-hoo. You know, you start going, yeah, this does suck, boo-hoo, but there's someone counting on me, and I can't stay here because I need to be there for them. So I think that's how you get over it. You know, and if you do get into a really bad place, let's say you're really depressed or murderous angry, or you're bankrupt, or you're homeless, or, you know, a loved one did die or something like that, or you're in really bad health, well, you figure out, all right, where am I at? Okay, I'm bankrupt, or you know, I lost my job, or I lost my car, or I lost my house, or, you know, whatever it is, whatever that bad thing is, you gotta think like, okay, first of all, where am I at? Okay, where do I want to be? Okay, what's the first simplest thing I can do to get from here to there? And you just go, okay, you take one little step, and it's gonna hurt. Like, I mean, there was the days when I was in really bad shape and, I was drinking and drugs and had gout in every joint of my body. I was 40 pounds overweight. I was very depressed because my whole life I was in pretty good shape and everything. And, I was doing real good in my business, and I was kind of letting my business suffer and slide. And it was also affecting my family and my health and just everything. And I just thought to myself, okay, where do I want to be mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, family-wise, relationships, all that stuff. And I had to write it out and be like, this is where I want to be. So what do I need to do? Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. And yeah, I've had ebb and flows and backslides and stuff. But I'm more ups and downs. It's like the stock market. You want to have more ups and downs. And I'm getting there. It's just a long road to haul. It's I came out those days and I was working out and my joints would be hurting and I was fat and weak and tired and out of shape, and I would literally just be listening to these motivational things and thinking about my own fucking struggles and stuff, and I'd fucking break down and start crying. I think, how the fuck did you let yourself get here? You became an alcoholic, you became a drug addict, you wasted your money, you got fat, you got health problems. No one did this to you. So blame yourself, figure out where you're at, figure out where you need to be, and then go do it. Start making the attempt. Just grind. And that's the thing, is it's never ever gonna be enough. As soon as you climb one mountain, there's just another mountain. Fuck it, just, okay, shit, how do I get to there? All right. And that's how champions are made, a champion doesn't go, oh, okay, well, I'm kind of in halfway decent shape. I got a little bit of money in the bank. I'm fairly happy, No, a champion goes, all right, well, I'm winning, but how do I fucking be a champion? And you know what it takes? A little bit more. And you just have to grind and hurt and suffer a little bit more now so you can celebrate later. Fools party, champions celebrate. So that's how it's done. Like, do those mental exercises, and when you start thinking about that, your mind and your everything starts to harden and toughen, just like your muscles. They get big and strong while your mind starts getting strong. And then you start thinking, I'm not going to be depressed anymore. I'm not going to be broke anymore. I'm not going to put my family through that anymore. I'm not going to be fat anymore. I'm not going to be stupid anymore. I'm not going to be poor anymore. Whatever. And you get stronger, and then you get your brain, your mind, your brain, your body, your soul, like everything just kind of gets tougher and stronger. And then next thing you know, you're the fucking man. Everyone's looking at you going, how the fuck did he do that? And you're just like, hard work, dummy. You do it too. You do it too. You can do it too. Most people won't, but that's why, there's very few champions. There's a whole lot of people that want to play the game. There's very few champions. So, all right, enough of the soapbox. But anyways, mental exercise. Think about that. Where are you mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, relationship-wise, all that stuff? Where do you want to be? What do you need to do to get there? Think about these things. What's the absolute worst and what's the absolute best thing that could happen, and just start grinding and don't stop till you die. So, all right, guys, subscribe, share, comment, like. Let's get to work.